guys, it's me, Me Cassie, and today I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek into my professional makeup artist kit. So guys, this is going to be a little bit of a different type of video. I'm not going to be in it a whole lot except for showing you guys each thing. This is my Zuka bag. This is a pretty standard makeup artist kit bag. It's kind of like a carry-on bag that you bring to the airport. It's a standard size that fits into an overhead compartment, so you can fly with it as your carry-on bag. It has wheels and it has this pull-up handle right here, and the top of this bag actually you can sit on. It can hold, I think it's something like up to 300 pounds or something like that. So I'm going to kind of start with the outside pockets and then we'll work our way in. Basically the first thing I keep in here is hand sanitizer, and this is really handy for when you're doing a lot of girls makeup all in one sitting, because then you can just quickly sanitize your hands in between each client and it works out really well. Really good for weddings. Highly recommend carrying this with you if you are a makeup artist. The next pocket I'm going to talk about is this pocket right here. This is where I keep my square reader, and so basically that's just so that I can accept credit cards if anyone wants to do credit cards. I have one of those dudes that can fit into my phone and read someone's credit card, so that's kind of handy. Another thing I carry in there is a pair of tweezers. Those are just really good in case I need some help with applying false lashes, I want a more precise applicator, or the bride has a few stray hairs that they want me to pluck out, then I will use that. So that's all that's in that pocket. That pocket flips up, and then the door to the bag, or the opening, has a zipper pocket in the front, which does not have anything in it currently, but usually I will keep my planner as well as any contracts that I need to bring to the event and some pens for signing things. In case any loose ends need to be tied up, I will keep that stuff in there. And next, in this big pocket, that is where the majority of my stuff is. So let's start out with this zipper pocket right here. So this zips open and there's mesh in there, and basically this is where I keep all my tool type things. So I have a little makeup puff in there for putting on my finger so that something besides my hand can rest on the client's face so I don't smudge their makeup. I have a ton of lip applicators, disposable lip applicators, and those are just for keeping lip stuff sanitary. These are a lifesaver. These are the pointed Q-tips, so they're pointed on one end and then rounded on the other end. And those are just really great for fixing up little eyeliner mistakes or something like that. Then I also have disposable spoolies as well for mascara and combing through brows and things like that. A lash applicator, airbrush cleaners, a little scissors for cutting false lashes, scotch tape in case I want to do a crisp line, Tide to Go pen just in case, and then a couple more of these powder puffs in here. And then I also have this lip pencil that I used on one of my last clients that still needs to be sanitized and everything. So that's everything in that pocket. So now I'm going to start from the top and work my way down. The first thing in here is my airbrush kit, and so that basically has my airbrush compressor, the cord, the hose, and my Temp 2 airbrush foundations. Temp 2 is really great for airbrush foundations if you're looking for one. It's silicone based, it's sweat resistant, water resistant, stays on forever, and gives a flawless finish in pictures, so I highly recommend that. Next we have a roll of paper towels, and this one is nearing its end, but I just like bringing this with in case I want to sanitize some brushes and also anything that I would need to wipe up. I have paper towels. Next thing in here is some makeup remover wipes. This one's actually almost empty. I need to get some more because I'm pretty much all out, which is so weird because if you guys watch my e.l.f. haul, I got so many of these and I'm pretty much almost completely out of those, so it's kind of like insane that I used all of those already. And then the next thing in here is my box of false lashes. I just have a ton of different styles in here. There's those, some less natural ones, more Baba Boomy ones. Yeah, I just have a ton of different ones in here. Next, Back here we've got rubbing alcohol to sanitize brushes and makeup, and this Me Cassie brush cleaner for cleaning brushes in between clients. If I'm using wet products, I will use a brush cleaner to clean it, and if I'm just using powders and stuff on a brush, I will use rubbing alcohol because it actually works better and doesn't gunk up the brush. Next in here we have this. So this is my Me Cassie brush cup, and I just use this for when I am at a job on site and I'm making brushes dirty. I want to keep track of which brushes are dirty, and I will have to sanitize before I use on a different client, and which brushes are clean. So after I use a brush, I will put it in here, and then I know that it needs to be sanitized before I start working on the next person. And these are just the brushes that I still need to clean from the job that I did this weekend. So, yep. And I'm not going to go through each individual brush right now, but if you guys want a brush collection tour, let me know, and I will go through all my brushes and let you know which brushes you really need in your collection. Next, I have these Wonder Wedges. I just got these off of Namies. They're basically just latex-free cosmetic sponges, and I like to use these for when I am doing a big bridal party and I can't use my blending sponge on all different people because blending sponges take a lot of work actually to sanitize. So typically I'll use the blending sponge on the bride only, and then use these on the bridesmaids. Next, this is my brush belt. This is where all my brushes are when they are clean, and I will just wear this at a job or on my waist, and then I can pick out brushes that I want and use them on a client. So this is my next pouch, and these are the specific pouches that are made for the bazooka case, and they fit right in there, and they're pretty awesome. So this is my first pouch, and this is a lip pouch. I'm not going to go through everything in here, but I will list off some of the types of things I have in here. So for some reason I have an acne fighting gel thing in there. I probably don't need that in there. I have some NYC lipsticks. I have some Color Rich lipsticks, some NYX Extreme Shine lip cream. I have a ton of Italia lip pencils, some e.l.f. lipsticks, a pencil sharpener, some Wet n Wild, some e.l.f. matte lipsticks, a lip balm, a couple CoverGirl lipsticks. I just have a lot of different kinds of things in here so that I can use them on different kinds of brides. Next, this is my fun pouch. It is eyeshadow, palettes, and eye-related things. First thing in here is my Lorac Pro 2 palette. I love this thing. I use this on the majority of my brides. I just find that a lot of these shimmery shades are really good and work on any skin tone. If I have a lighter skin tone, I'll use that all over the lid. If I have a darker skin tone, I'll use this mocha color all over the lid and use this rosé color as a highlight. This is just a great palette for a variety of skin tones, and it's got blues and purples and peaches and browns, and it's just pretty awesome. So yeah, highly recommend this for your kid if you're a bridal makeup artist. Next thing I have in there are two e.l.f. blush palettes. One is the light palette and one is the dark palette. Here is what the dark palette looks like. I use this on medium to dark skin tones, obviously, because it's the dark one. Right here is the light blush palette, and I'll use this on light to medium skin tones. I just feel like these two palettes are pretty much everything I need as far as blushes, as far as powder blushes. I do have some other cream blushes that I use, but as far as powder, these are pretty much the only two palettes I need. Next, I have the Lorac Pro Contour Kit. And this is just really great for a variety of skin tones. This works on darker skin tones for a contour color. This works on medium, and that works on light. So pretty much I get everything I need here. I don't use the highlighting powders too much. I should try them, but I just don't. But I should. Next, I've got the Shade and Light Kat Von D eye palette. And this is just what that looks like on the inside. And I find that this is really great for those brides that want either less of a shimmery look or more of a dramatic look. If the bride wants a more dramatic look, then I'll go into some of these darker browns or this black to deepen up the crease and give them a deeper look. I don't know. That's just that. Next is my Naked 3 palette. I don't really find myself reaching for this a lot with brides, just because it does have so many pinky blushy tones, and I don't know, I have those other places, and I just don't use this a lot. I should try to use it more. And the last palette I have in there is my Nude Tude palette from the Balm, and it just has those shades in there. This is a really good shade for all over the lid if you have a bride that wants more pink, and then we've got a lot of deeper tones to kind of deepen everything up. Seductive and Sophisticated are really good on darker skin tones, but I don't use that a whole lot either. I kind of just love my Lorac Pro 2 palette for bridal. The next two things I have in there is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in medium brown, and I find that that's useful for a lot of different skin tones. A lot of different hair tones work with this Dip Brow Pomade. And the other thing is my Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner. I really find that this liner tends to stay well, doesn't smudge as much as other liners, and so I like using this. And then I have this e.l.f. eyebrow kit. It's just got like a gel type thing and a powder. This is in the shade Light. This is just what I use for lighter brows. Next I have this Maybelline Rocket Volume Express mascara. This is a waterproof mascara, and this works really great for brides. It'll stay on, it won't flake, it will be waterproof if they cry, so that's really great. I do have a non-waterproof mascara in here, but this is just for brides with very, very sensitive eyes. I don't use this very often at all. The next thing I have in here is my e.l.f. makeup removing marker, and I love this thing. It is a lifesaver. When you just mess up a smidge on the eyeliner, this can save the day, especially with brides when there's not a lot of time to start completely over. This rocks my socks off. Highly recommend getting this, even if you're not a makeup artist. This is awesome. The rest of this stuff in here is really stuff I just need to take out of my kit. I've got some felt tip liners, some brow pencils, a liquid liner, but you know, none of this is really necessary for my kit. I pretty much use none of this on a regular basis. And that is everything in there. And then the last little drawer in this thing is face products. I keep a couple of finishing sprays on the top. One is my L'Oreal Infallible, the other is my e.l.f. And these setting sprays are both really good. I like the sprayer on the e.l.f. one a little bit better, but I like the formula of this L'Oreal Infallible one a little bit better. But they both are great, recommend them both. I think this is like $3 or $6, not really sure. And I think this is like $11. The next things I have in there is my makeup palette and my spatula. So basically this sits on my finger like that, and I'll put foundation or anything that I want to mix onto this palette to apply, and I'll use this little spatula to scoop it out so everything is really sanitary. And that way I can mix the perfect color for any bride on this palette, and yeah, works out nicely. Everything remains sanitary, nobody gets ill, it's awesome. And then the next thing I have in here is just a variety of foundations. These are all Revlon Color Stay 24-hour foundations, and they're just really great. Best thing that you can get for bridal because they will stay on so long. So basically these are just really great for bridal because they will stay on forever and they have really good coverage. So yeah, I am looking to get some MAC foundations in the future for bridal because I know that stays very well as well, and it's more of a high-end product, so that appeals to brides. I don't think that MAC foundations are a ton better than Revlon. It is my professional opinion that the Revlon Color Stay gets really close to the long-wearing MAC foundations. So that's what I really like about this. Next, I have these three Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealers. I took the little spongy things off so that I could just put the concealer straight into the palette and then mix it up that way. So it's way more sanitary that way. But I'm using those currently in my kit. I do want to get the LA Girl creaseless concealers or whatever those are. I want to get an entire kit of those. But for now, this is what I'm working with. As far as other concealers go, I have 3 other concealer sets, 2 Makeup Revolution concealer palettes, and 1 NYX corrective concealer palette. It's just a really good palette to have as a makeup artist, and you're prepared for any skin coloration issues. These Makeup Revolution concealer palettes work really well for someone who has redness or acne prone skin. They're very good spot concealers, but for concealing the under eyes, I really like a liquid concealer or cream concealer more. So I only reach for those when someone has acne prone skin or something like that. Next, I've got a standard eyelash curler. You've seen those before. Then I have my Lorac Behind the Scenes eye primer, and also my Duo lash adhesive. And the Lorac eye primer just really helps eyeshadow to stay all day long and not crease. So I love using that for brides. And then I have two primers, both by NYX. One is a standard moisturizing primer. The other is a pore minimizing primer. So I'll use this if someone has dry skin, and this if someone has oily or large pored skin. Next, I just have a few different powders. I have a Lorac powder foundation. I have a NYX HD Studio translucent powder. I have a Rimmel Stay Matte powder, a Mary Luminizer, and a NYX matte bronzer. And I find that these things get me through most of the way. Most of the time, I will only be using the NYX HD Studio powder because this is really comparative to Makeup Forever's HD powder, and I love it. I love it to death. Love it, love it, love it. Next, I have this NYX powder blush, but I don't use it a whole lot because I use my blush palettes more. I'm thinking I'm probably going to take this out of my kit pretty soon, but this is a mocha in case you're interested. And then I have three Stila convertible lip cheek colors. So these are the cream blushes I use. If I really need staying power, I will put one of these underneath a powder blush. And the last thing in this little drawer is my Real Techniques blending sponge, and I really love this for blending on brides. This one is dirty though because I just had a bridal appointment this weekend and I haven't had time to clean my whole kit yet. So yes, but these are awesome. You should get some. In the bottom I have exfoliating makeup wipes just in case I need to really wash someone's face before we start and there's not a sink nearby. We can exfoliate with some exfoliating wipes. In this pocket right here, we just have some business cards, and these are just the business cards I made on Vistaprint. Yeah, that's what the front looks like. And then the back looks like that, and my personal information is just underneath my fingers right there. And there you have it. That is everything in my bag. So guys, that was everything in my professional makeup artist kit. I really hope you guys enjoyed seeing all of that. If you did, make sure you give this video a big, huge thumbs up because that lets me know what kind of things you guys are interested in. And yeah, if you want to see more videos about being a makeup artist or that kind of stuff, then let me know because I'd love to make those videos for you guys. I just don't really know if you guys want to see them. So if you do, you gotta let me know. If you like my channel and you're not yet subscribed, then please do subscribe by clicking that button right up in there because I'd love to have you in my internet family. I think it would be awesome if we hung out together more. So you should come here and hang out with me by clicking that button right up in there. And really, it's free and all it does is tell you when I made a video. That's pretty much it. I love you guys and I will see you next time. Bye!